All right, everybody, welcome to another Okie Trade study session. I'd like to just get right into it. Definitely notice that we have kind of a double theme scenario happening where we have low float setting up, which is the theme, obviously. We've been going over that. But then we also have this new theme where it's like sympathy plays where you might have oil stocks running, or the other day we had Israel stocks running. So I wonder what it'll be on Monday. Maybe it'll be weed stocks. Who knows? Um, but what I am noticing, as far as we'll just break down a regular wedge on this one, but we'll get into the sympathies on the next one because this is my very first trade of the day. Um, I was looking at this right here because you notice this candle lines up with that one. Or let's just do it like this. That candle lines up with this one, and then this candle lined up with that one, so that was perfect. But then the wedge went higher right here, and this went lower, so I just didn't trust it, but would have worked, obviously. Kind of readjust, I guess. I don't know. So I avoided that. And then we had this big spike up, and I was kind of annoyed about it. And then we started to go higher, and I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just miss it. But then it had this strong pullback, and that made me think, okay, we actually might set up. And this spike was accompanied with a volume, so we can get one line started. And then we had this nice spike back up, and that was accompanied with strong volume right there as well. So we could draw our lines. That's basically what it looked like. Um, it was a little better, huh? But yeah, it was something like that. And I think whenever it had this little spike up and stalled and then spiked again and failed, I just cut it right there. I think I forget where I cut it, but I know I should have cut it there if I didn't sell it into this push. So, or maybe I sold it up here. I forget. I don't know. Either way, the point, what I want you to learn is the entry versus more the exit. You can figure out your own exits and stuff like that, but to get the proper entry is the key to the whole scenario. All right. I want to look at the sympathies now, and this is my main focus for today. I want to look at the time. So I considered this one the leader because it made the biggest move the earliest. Notice this happened at 10:23, so you'll see the time down here. 10:23, it made the big spike up, and then it made a big move up. So one spike, hold, second spike, that's where you're looking to get out, right? When you do a low float wedge. Okay. So let's just say we didn't take this one, but then we saw HUSA, which was clearly a sympathy. And so when we look at the time, right? What was the time on this one? 10:23. So at 10:23, this is what we're seeing on HUSA. Basically, this is the chart. So as it starts to develop, right here, you can see the wedge, right? And it doesn't have to be perfect volume because it's a sympathy play, but we are looking for the wedge because that's what triggered it, right? And obviously it just goes crazy from there. And then notice, right? So what do we look for, right, on INDO? One big push, holds, second push, which is what we're looking for on the wedges anyways, and it's ironic that it works that way for these. Um, but yeah, so what do we see? One push, holds, big push, second push. So first push, holds, second push, you sell it. And then, all right, so at 10:23, this right here was TPET. And I actually didn't realize it was oil. It's an Israeli and oil company. I guess I just was being lazy. I wasn't paying close enough attention because, it ran with the sympathies yesterday with the Israeli companies, and now today it's running with the oil stock sympathies. So at 10:23. let's just zoom in. What do we see? We don't really see anything. I guess you could say something like this, right? Like that's where I believe I did take a starter right around here. And then I added somewhere around here. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, right there. And then I sold, I don't know why. I guess I got scared. I wanted the money. I don't know. But I sold it right there. I was supposed to wait for what? What am I supposed to wait for? A big push, a hold, and a second push. And look what happens. A big push, a hold, and a second push. I mean, give me a break, man. I absolutely had two perfect entries, and I just sold it all right here. And that's pathetic, honestly. So, big push, holds, second push. Big push, holds, second push. Big push, holds, second push. I mean, pretty plain as day. So, next time we see a sympathy play, and I'm betting on Monday we're going to see a new set of sympathies. Maybe it's the same ones. Who knows? Maybe it's the Israeli stocks again. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll keep an eye on everything, and then whatever's popping up, we'll kind of keep an eye on what sector is it in, and then we'll see if it's a common sympathy play. Like HUSA and INDO are always, when they run together. So it's kind of like, you know, focus on if we see a stock that runs with another stock, then we know that's the sympathy setup and which one makes a move first, and then we go look for that similar move on the next one that's setting up similarly in the same sector. And then we're gonna, however the first one moves, so say the first one's only at like right here, and then we're in the second one and it's at like right here. Well, the first one hasn't done anything yet to tell us that it's either too extended or it's going down. So, as long as the first one is trending up and it's not got too extended, there's zero reason to sell your second one as long as your stop's holding, right? And so on TPET, right? So when I got long here, here's my stop originally. And when I got added here, here's my stop. And it never even got close to it. Like, I don't know. So you're just going to have to hold and then wait for it to go. I mean, of course, it was delayed trying to chop me out, right? And then it goes. So I don't know. Just on a sympathy play, I'm going to have to bite the bullet and hold versus scalp out if the first play makes a big move like that, and they have been continually. So, all right, y'all. Hope you can see what I'm talking about, and if you have any questions, just hit me up in Small Cap Rockets. All right, everybody, have a good weekend. Take it easy.